Hello, everyone. This is your host, Elder T.Latoya Cunningham, and welcome to It's Keeping It Real Friday. Yay! Thank you guys for tuning in all around the world. I pray that this ministry is a blessing to you on today. Amen. And the Lord had me meditating today and just spending some time in fellowship with Him. And something that He dropped in my spirit was, even when I didn't know Him, He knew me. Amen. Even when I did not know Him, He knew me. Even when I did not initially know to even choose Him, He had already chose me for such a time as this. Amen. And what a blessing is that God has put His stamp of approval on you. And this message is for the believers. This is a word of encouragement to all of you who are out there who are believing God to do what man said is impossible. Amen. And it is clear in Genesis where it says, is anything too hard for God? And the answer is the same today, yesterday, and forevermore. No, nothing's too hard for God. But let's unpack this word for a bit. I knew you before you knew me. Amen. And when God is talking about how He knows us before we even knew Him, He's talking about in Jeremiah, He says, I knew you in your mother's womb. I formed you. Amen. And He's speaking from the place of being the creator of heaven and earth, the Godhead. Amen. And so I want to share this word with you, and I pray that it's a blessing that even when we didn't know Him, He knew us. He knew the capacity in which that He had gave us to fulfill our God-given mandate. He knew that purpose would be processed in the fullness of time for us to take on the assignment that He had allotted to each and every one of us in our lives. He knew that one day that we would have a desire, amen, to come into alignment about what heaven spoke about us, about the prophecies and the prayers that had went on even before we were born into time, because we have to understand that God does not work from the perspective of time. He works from the perspective of eternity, and He calls us into His marvelous light. And greater is He that is in me than he that's in the world. And so on today, I want to encourage you, brothers and sisters, that you must decide what desire you will answer. What appetite will you align yourself with? Amen. Will you align yourself with the world? Amen. You can have all the riches, all the gold, and the Bible is clear. It says, what profits a man to gain the world but lose his soul? His soul that they're speaking about is the fact that the soul of a man is the man's integrity, his commitment, and his, hear me clearly, his desire to fulfill the lust of the flesh. Are you going to fulfill the lust of the flesh, or are you going to submit to the Godhead authority and fulfill your purpose and fulfill your assignment on today? Amen. And you have to understand that once you choose God, you're on the winning team. Put in the comments, I chose God and I am on the winning team. Amen. Amen. And so I just want to encourage you on today that God has given you everything you need to fulfill your purpose. And keep it real. It's Friday. Hey.